Hello everyone, welcome back to DMP Tech. I am excited to bring you the fourth video in our SSIS tutorial series. If you have not watched the previous videos yet, I will highly recommend you to watch. It will give you a solid foundation and boost your confidence in working with SSIS. But don't worry, if you are just joining us, we will be covering everything from the scratch today. But I highly recommend watching the entire video as the many of the key insights and explanation are found in the middle of and at the end of the video. So you might miss the important detail if you don't watch it all the way through. Also, guys, if you are enjoying the content and finding it helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It is a free for you, but it gives a lot of motivation to create a unique content for you guys. Your support means a lot to us and helps the channel to grow. Also, hit a like button and press a bell icon to get updated videos notification. And share this video with your friends and colleagues who might be benefit from learning SSIS. So let's begin with the topic. In our last session, we have learned some of the basic transformation in SSIS like data conversion, derive column, enable data viewer, copy column, character map, and short functionality. In today's video, we will going to cover two more transformation in SSIS, that is multicast and conditional split. So let's see what is a multicast in SSIS. In SSIS, the multicast is a data flow transformation that allow you to send single input data stream to the multiple output stream. This means you can take one source of data and distribute it to the multiple destination without having to duplicate the source data and create a multiple copy of the data flow. Well, imagine you have a source of customer data that you want to process in a different way. You might want to load the data into the main database table. And you may also want to send the same data to the staging area for the further analysis. At the same time, you might need to generate the report from the same data. Using a multicast, you can take the customer data from your data source and send it to all these destinations efficiently. Overall, the multicast is a powerful tool in SSIS for managing the data flow in the streamlined and effective manner. So let's see the practical example. So in my previous tutorial, I have created a two flows. So one flow is basically to grab the data from the file and put it into the database. Another flow is to transfer the data from the one database to another database. Okay. So I'll just double click on this one and maybe I can use the multicast in this flow only. So in this flow, if you can see the flat file, we are extracting the data from the flat file. We are converting the data and then we are saving that into the destination. That is a my database. Okay. So if I double click this destination, you can see it is being saved in the my database. Okay. So if I want to use a multicast over here, how can I do that? Okay. Suppose I want to save this data which coming from the file to a two different databases. So first I will show you my databases. So this is my first database, my database, and this is the table name transformation. So if I just show you the table information, right now we have four number of records. Okay. And the second database that we have is the master database. And in that we have a transformation one table. Okay. So for now, what I will do is I will clean this data from this table so that we should not have any issues. Okay. So what I will do is I'll write a syntax delete from transformation. Okay. So if I execute this, so now if I see my table, now there's no data in my table. Okay. Everything is clear. Go to the master database. This is my master table database. So if I show you, there is four number of records. So what I can do is I can delete this, delete from transformation one. Okay. So let me delete the data from this table as well. So, and let me check, select star from master table. If I execute this, there's no data. Okay. So what we will do is we will transfer the data from this file to two different databases. Okay. How can we do that? Either I have to create a two different flow entirely. I have to track the flight file, and I have to do the data conversion, and then again I have to click the destination. So instead of doing that, what I will do is I will use the multicast. So let me show you the multicast. So here we have a multicast. I will drag it over here. Okay. Now what I will do is, instead of connecting directly to destination, I will connect to multicast. I will delete this connection and I will put it to the multicast. Okay. The moment I put a multicast, I can just connect it to this database. Okay. I'll double click this. The my database is already selected. That is okay. And for another database, I will drag the destination, that is OLEDB destination here, right? And here you can see the another connector is created over here. I will connect it to this, right? But if you see the other transformation, there's only one connector, but here in the multicast, we will have a multiple connectors. Okay. So that is the main advantage of multicast. Okay. So you can route the same data to the different destinations. Okay. So if I double click on this, what I can do is maybe here already the master one is selected. I'll click on OK. I'll go to mapping. Okay, I need to select the table and view. Here I can select the table. I'll go to mapping. This is done. I'll click on OK. Okay, now I have to see there is an order ID. Okay, so here in the mapping, I need to change this to converted row, and this is the converted order ID, because here we have did the data conversion, right? So you can see the error is now gone here. And if so, let's see, for now, we will transfer the data to the different sources. Okay, so what I will do is I'll go to control flow, and if I execute this task, let's see what will happen. Okay, now my flow is success. I'll go to my database. Now I will check. I will first check the transformation one table. You can see the data is added. I'll go to this database. You can just check this one. So the data is added. So now you can see that the same data has been transferred to the two different databases. So this is the use of the multicast. Okay. So you can also add one more database if you want. Okay. So you can add as many databases you want, you can do it. Okay. So, and also one point to highlight, you can add a multicast not only at the end of the steps, but you can add in the any of the transformation in the middle, right? So we will see that example also. So what I will do is I'll go to control flow. I'll go here in the data flow, right? So here what we are doing is we are transferring the data to the different locations. So there are a few. So what I will do is I will just zoom out this little bit. So zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Okay, now I think it is visible to everyone. So here what we are doing is from one OLEDB to we are transferring to another OLEDB. Okay, so what I will do is first I will delete the existing data that we have. So from here I'll keep it as it is, but from here I can delete it again. Okay, so if I show you here, there's no data here. And in the my database, we have a 4 number of records. Okay. So here from my database, we are transferring to the master table 1. Okay. So now what I can do is maybe I can, instead of putting the multicast at the end, I'll put it in the middle of the flow. So here I can take the multicast, I'll put it here. Maybe before copy column, I can connection first, right? And I'll put connection to the multicast. And here, one connection, I'll put it here. Another connection, maybe I can take the destination database. That is OLEDB connect destination. I'll select this. Maybe I can connect it here, right? So in one, over here, for one table, what it will do is after derive column, it will save the data, in this database. And for another database, it will perform all this transformation and then save to the final destination. Okay. So what I will do is I'll select the third database over here. Maybe I can set up a new connection and I can take a model database. Okay. So I'll click OK. I see table and connections, table and view. Here I have transformation 2. So this is my third table that we have. I'll go to mapping, right? So here I need to select. Okay, that's fine. Okay, right? After deriving column, we are saving the data over here and then another database here. So this is now the setup is done. If I go to control flow and if I run this flow, execute task. Yeah, the flow is now successfully complete. Databases. So this is my database. So if I show you, we are transferring the data from my database to this database. If I go to transformation 1, you can see that a phone number of record is added, right? But there are a few transformation that we did, we did a sorting and we have added, the short ID and total sales over here. So it is now converted it. Now, if I show you the second table that we have in the model, go to table, I'll just see this table. So here you can see the 4 record is added simultaneously, but there's no transformation applied over here. Okay, so this is how you can, apply this kind of transformation to one database and the another database, you can add it in the middle of the way. So you can use a multicast in any of the step that you want to use. Okay, that is what I want to give the information. Let's move on to the conditional split. In SSIS, the conditional split is a component used to route the data row to a different output based on the specific conditions. It allows you to evaluate the each row and decide which path it should take in your data flow. So let's see practically what I'm saying. So if I how the multicasting is work, now we will drag the the conditional split over here. Okay. And I will connect this to conditional formatting. Now, if I double click over here, so it will look similar to the derived column, thing. We can define the expression over here. Based on the expression, we will do the conditions. Okay. So let's say we want all the sales, like where sale is greater than 100 in one table and 100 into the another database. So how can we do that? For example, let's select this. Okay. Sales column. And I can put greater than 100, as a one condition, and I can define the another condition also. So here I'll take the sales is less than 100. Okay. So this two condition I have defined in the conditional split. I'll click on OK. It is giving me an error. Okay. So here I need to select converted sales, this one, and less than 100. Okay. So I'll click on OK. So this is now done. What I can do is I can show you the table in my table what we have. So in the transformation table, I click here. Right. So in the sales, this is greater than 100 and rest 3 are less than 100. So it should give the one record, in the one database and rest 3 record in the another database. Okay. So here what I can do is I can delete this condition. I can just connect it to this. And here I can select the conditions. So let's say I want to select the case one here and I will drag the new destination here, OLEDB destination, right? And here I will connect it to this. Here I'll select condition 2, click on OK. Here I'll double click. Okay, and here I need to select the database. Let's say I select model. Here I'll take table and view. Here I can take transformation 2, mapping. Sales should be converted sales. I'll click on OK. Right, row ID should be converted row ID. Order ID should be converted order ID. And sales should be converted sales. I'll click on OK. And here also, I'll come to mapping. This is correct. For sale, I'll select converted sales. We click on OK. Okay. So I'm giving the conditions. So based on this condition, the certain information should be flowed to this database, which is my database. Okay. And the few information should be transferred to model database, that is transformation to table. Okay. So let's see what we will do is first we will delete the data. So let's see if we have any data here. So we have a 4 record. So I will delete this record. So if I show you, there's no data in my database. Now if I go to second, this is my master. This is my model, right? So I will select star from this database. Let's see if we have data. Yes, we do have data. Let's delete the data. Delete from, and we'll delete all the data from this table. Okay, if I delete that information and if I hit you again, there's no data. Okay, so both the tables is now, we don't have any record in both the tables. And if I run this flow, I'll go to control flow. I will right click and I will execute this flow. Let's see what will happen. Okay, the flow is successfully ran. Now I'll go to my database here. First, I will check this transformation, my database. If I execute it, I can see the one record, which is sales greater than 100. Okay. And in the next database here, I should have the 3 records. Yes, we do have a 3 records and sales are less than 100. Okay. So this is how the conditional split is work in SSIS. I hope you got the logic. If you like this video, please hit a like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel and share this video to the maximum people who want to learn the SSIS. Thank you so much for your time.